Welcome back to CKP Electronics, and today we're going to show you how to unlock a Ford Mondeo radio. So I believe these have a code, so here you go, 600D or 600CD, apologies. And if you check the manual, it should be in your Ford here. There's a host of cars that come with this kind of radio. I believe the older Focuses come with this radio. But the procedure is still the same. We have a website online, which the link will be in the description. So here you go, we have the audio handbook, and we can just go. So here we go. We have plenty of radios here, all different models, but the principle is still the same. To remove this radio and get the unlock code, you're going to need some very basic tools. You're going to need a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to need a T20 hex. So once you have your two tools, you get your screwdriver, you literally just push. You don't want to wedge, because you're going to leave a crack or a crease or some sort of mark on the plastic, but you want to just push and give it a gentle leveraging force. I don't know what you want to call that, but that's just for one side, and the other side might have a switch of some sort, but it's the exact same. You want to push, give it a small bit of leveraging force. You want to pick a side that has the least amount of force required, and that's a bit aggressive, but there you go. So here now we have our T20 screws. These will be hand tightened, so you won't need any sort of gun or anything, but a drill can be used to speed up the whole process. So I'm going to remove these 4 screws, place them down safely, and once I have them out, we'll resume. Now, on the off chance that you have this issue where you're actually trying to remove a screw, and it's just spinning but not coming out, it's a bit annoying. But what you want to do is get your flathead screwdriver, and you want to wedge it. I'll show you right where you want to get it, right in between the plastic and the material it's actually screwed into, and you want to wedge the screwdriver down until you're touching the screw. I don't have 3 hands, but what you want to do is you want to keep that pressure down on the screw and then try and remove it. The head of the screwdriver will act as the material, but a firm material which won't budge basically, and this will allow the screw to come out based off the flathead's surface. So we're going to try that and see if that works. Alright, so here we are back, and our lovely trick did not work. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove the remaining screws that are holding this bracket piece in, and in order to do that, I'll just click this back in just so you can see how easy it is. Again, with your flathead screwdriver, you want to just get into the crevice there of the gear shift plastic, and you want to just pull this out like that and get it out of your way. This will give you a good grip on the plastic here to just lift and pry around the corners, and the whole actual drink tray has to come out as well. So I think we can separate these two. No, I don't think we actually can. But anyways, so you want to remove this plastic here, and you just want to be gentle but firm, and there we go. So now we have all that loosened up. You want to kind of lift your armrest out of the way, and this should just come out of your way like so. So once that's out of your way, you can push that back down, just so you don't have to see the intimidating work that you're neighboring. So here we are. I'd say we're at 80% there. What we want to do now is there's another 2 screws which were hidden behind that plastic there. So again, your T20 is the right size for those, and I'm going to remove those, and then we'll continue on from there. Once you have those 2 screws out, I recommend sticking all your screws in the drinks tray just to keep them safe. What you want to do is once those 2 screws are out, and if you were lucky, unlike me, and you have all these screws out as well, you'll just simply just grab a section, pull on, and this will all just pop right off. But for me, it will not, because we have the screw remaining. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put pressure on that screw and then try and take it out at the same time. And that should make it come out. So we'll see now in a minute. We'll get back to it. Okay, now that we're all on the same boat here, and I have all 4 screws, and I also have this lovely piece of plastic with a wire connected to it, with wires. I believe this is a safety alarm activator. I know just like fobs that like them 2 pins. So we're gonna leave that in case that's wired up to the BCM or something like that. But when you have this off, you're gonna see just 3 connectors. Your indicator or your hazard lights, these and that. So you can disconnect your heaters here, but do not connect your traction control light or your hazard lights unless you have a OBD reader and OBD scanner, one that's able to access control modules like airbags and ABS. Otherwise you'll get a fault on the dash and you won't be able to delete it. You have to go down to a garage to delete it for you, and they'll probably charge you as well. So I recommend keeping all these connectors connected. It will make a bit more of a hassle to get out these 4 screws holding in the radio. So keep these 4 screws holding in the radio, and once they're all out, this will actually just slide out, and as you can see we have no code. And putting it in will just lock us out. So I'm gonna take out the 4 screws, and then we'll be back, and I'm gonna show you the barcode you need, which you can enter on our website, and this will unlock your radio code. So back in a minute. So there we are, we have our 4 screws out, and you just want to give this radio a good wiggle, and you want to just pull it out, and it will come out pretty much all the way. Try to do this with 2 hands. And you don't even need to disconnect the radio whatsoever. All you need is code. Now on the high probability that your radio code is not written on top of your radio, which most aren't, you'll be given a barcode like that on the side. All you have to do is take a picture of this barcode. You'll be given an option to upload this barcode on the website there, and once it's uploaded and paid for, it'll be about 5 minutes until we get back to you with a code which will unlock your radio. So let's stick in the radio code. It was what, 0263. So be nice and gentle with it. So what was it? Oh, that's lovely. 2 6 and 3, and then you hit number 5.